Yo, what's going on, everybody? TG here, back with another video. And guys, today I'm going to be going over why I just invested $10,000 into Workhorse and why I will be investing more into some of these EV companies in the future, such as Diamond Peak Holdings, i.e. Lordstown Motors, which Workhorse actually owns a 10% stake in, which is obviously huge for Workhorse. That gives them a bunch of cash that they can use to manufacture more vehicles and really, increase their company. Another one that I was looking at is Hyliion. And Hyliion has just been absolutely beaten down badly recently. If we look at the past month for it, it was $50, and now it's literally less than half of that. I'm going to stay away from that for a little bit, but if it presents itself and goes down under 20, I may add a small position. And there's also NIO, which is in the opposite of all these EVs and has actually flown from about $18, $17 to $28. So NIO has the sales in China, and that's what makes NIO such an amazing company right now and why its sales are going through the roof. Workhorse has everything but its sales, and there's a great article about it and why Workhorse can be just an absolute juggernaut in the commercial vehicle race with their electric vehicles, and they can actually make a ton of money. Now, the one thing I really do like about Workhorse more than the other ones is that Workhorse does have a small partnership with Ryder and has some small contracts with the UPS and FedEx. So having contracts already and putting about 400 vehicles onto the road and making some money like that, that's big. And if it's proven effective and good, sorry about that. If it's proven effective and good, their sales are going to increase and they're just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. Now, obviously, they need infrastructure, and they're making a huge factory to design that, a 265,000 foot manufacturing plant. So, it's going to scale and it's going to continue to get bigger, which is great. And the thing I said I really like is that they have that 10% stake in Lordstown Motors. And like I said, they're a SPAC company, and that gives them a lot of cash. That's giving Workhorse a lot of cash, and we shouldn't have to see dilution because of this cash. Now, the number one thing I'm looking forward to in Workhorse is their United States Postal Service contract, and if they can get that, the stock is going to absolutely fly into the stratosphere. The contract is valued at $8 billion. Now, even if they don't get the entire thing, if they get a portion of that, that's going to be huge to the company, and that establishes a lot of revenue that's going to be brought in because of that contract. So, investors like Workhorse out of a lot of the other EV companies because it has some of those contracts already, and it's not just spec. This United States Postal deal is one of those things where you can either get in now and take that risk, and if they get it, you're going to triple your money, or if they don't get it, it might go down a little bit more. But the thing is, I think that Workhorse presents in a very, very interesting opportunity right now, and I recommend it. To be honest with you guys, I recommend it at these levels. If we go ahead and look at Workhorse in the past month, it's taken a hit. It started up around $30 a share, and now it's dropped down 32.5%. So, obviously it's still up for the year big. It didn't do much at all, but, having that 10% stake in Lordstown Motors brought it up to here, and then it, lost some of its gains and then really had a big run up and then lost its gains. We may be due for another run up. All we need is a good piece of news and this stock could fly. And, I'm pretty bullish on it. And like I said, I'm willing to put 10K into it because I am that bullish on it. Now, another one is Diamond Peak Holdings. And Diamond Peak Holdings obviously is another one of these EV company plays, and this is probably the next one that I'm going to be getting into. It as well has, dropped some significant amount in the past month, up at $31 to now $19. So, it could be a really good play to get into Diamond Peak Holdings at these current evaluations. And, there's obviously some risk, but there's also a lot of reward, and especially one that's under $1 billion market cap. Workhorse is at $2.1 billion. This is $670 million, so it's a lot cheaper. It has a lot more potential. Like I said, the reason I do like Workhorse better is they already have those contracts in place. So that's another one. Hyliion, like I was saying, could be interesting because Jim Cramer did talk about it, and they do have a product, and that's always an important thing. They have a product, and we'll have to just see what happens. But if this goes under 20, I think I will add a position into it. And then NIO, For me, NIO is going to have a little bit of a pullback, but I like NIO a lot, and I think NIO is a very, very solid company, and is going to continue to make a ton of money with its huge presence in China. So another thing to look forward to. But yeah, guys, I mean, EVs are going to be the future. We're slowly switching. California has already made it a law that by 2035, I believe, or 2055, one of the two, all vehicles have to be electric by then. So, you have about, 2035, all vehicles have to be electric by then. So these companies are going to, have sales. People are going to be buying these companies. And with the amount of competition between them, they're going to be cheap prices, which is a good thing for the consumer by being able to get cheaper cars. And people are going to be more inclined to buy these electric vehicles, seeing how much they're going to save. And, also there's the environmental aspects of owning an electric vehicle as well. So a lot of upside for these companies. Like I said, my horse is Workhorse. I'm betting my money on Workhorse right now. And so we're probably going to buy another 300 shares at 21.5 because it is under 21.5 right now. We'll have to see what happens. But as of right now, we're going to be having about 400 shares, which is $10,000 worth of Workhorse. And I'm really interested to see what happens. I'm planning on holding it for a while until I get a big gain and get out. But I like Workhorse, and I think it has solid fundamentals. It has contracts, and it has a facility where they make stuff. So that right there puts it ahead of a lot of these other spec companies that don't have a product, that don't have anything. Companies like Nikola that, their product isn't ready yet, and their factory to make this is not ready yet. So they're so far behind, whereas some of these ones like Workhorse, Diamond Peak Holdings, Hyliion, they're already producing things. NIO, they're already producing things. They already have a product, and now all they need is sales. So once you get sales, it's off to the races for Workhorse. So I'm very interested to see what happens. I'm very excited, and that's why I'm placing my money on these companies. So I'd love to hear from you guys what you guys think about these companies and the whole EV sector. Obviously, EV sector is also about a third of its value in the past month, which can make them pretty appealing. Obviously, like I said, they're still up a pretty significant amount from where they were, up 250% for the year. But it's hard to look at past evaluation and try and get a rough estimate of what the stock is really worth at, because like I said, earnings usually show that, contracts usually show that, and with Workhorse being a big contender for the U.S. Postal Service contract, I feel like the sky's the limit, really, if they can get that. And, something tells me they will get that. So I got my money on Workhorse. I'm going to see what happens. But, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think of Workhorse and Diamond Peak Holdings, Hyliion, Nikola, NIO, Tesla, this EV sector, and what you guys think of it. If you're going to be buying, if you're not going to be buying. But, as for me, I am going to be buying and, buying a lot, actually. So we'll see what happens, but overall in the market, pretty bad day, as you guys can see, down about $400. But we'll see what happens. We got our shares, and we're just waiting to see what happens. But anyways, guys, that's all I really got to say for this video. Just that's what I'm doing for Workhorse right now, and I'll be looking at Diamond Peak Holdings as well, and maybe enter a small position in Diamond Peak as well as Hyliion. So, guys, let me know what you think. Discord in the link below if you want to join and get in on the action, and just let me know how everything's going. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on these companies, and if you plan on getting involved in them. But as for me, we got about 10,000 in Workhorse, and I'm very optimistic and bullish on it. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Take it easy. Bye.